watching Transformers of Eternia. And on this video, I wanted to give my thoughts on the new Master Universe Origins, Mekaneck, and Road Ripper. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people already got this stuff, and it's already been kind of gone around and been seen or whatever, but I haven't gotten it, so I'm going to give my thoughts on it. So, of course, here's Mekaneck with his head all the way, with his neck on, and his head all the way up, or whatever, as far as it can go. In person, I think this is actually kind of cool. I mean, I realize you're supposed to be able to turn his, his waist and have him be able to just kind of have his neck go all the way up. But it's not really, it doesn't seem like it's too bad for me, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know what the deal is with, I guess they could have done longer ones or shorter ones, but it seems like this neck does kind of feel like a good medium for everything. So I'm not too offended by it. And I mean, most people I think are going to have him on the shelf just sitting there without the neck piece on anyway. So I don't know. I guess third parties can make longer necks and stuff like that, but for me, this kind of works. It's okay with me. I'm not offended by it. When I first seen the image, seen the figure in the artwork or whatever, I was like, why is his neck so short? But now that I actually have him in hand, I feel like it's not too bad. So I think I said that twice now, but so anyway, I'll take off the neck. It's just like any other piece. You just take off the neck, which is kind of cool because, oh, I just knocked him over. But yeah, which is kind of cool because these figures can mix and match. And I'm dropping everything just like normal, right on cue for a review. But yeah, so he's a pretty cool figure. I mean, his little weapon, or his big weapon, I kind of wish Man-at-Arms had a club that's a little bit bigger, almost this size. So that would be nice, because this club really feels like, it just feels badass. So yeah, that's what he looks like with the club and everything. I got something. His visor, like his glasses or whatever, they're like super metallic shiny. So you could literally, I don't know if these are gonna wear down like the original version of this figure had. The glasses would the paint would come off. I don't know how that's gonna work with this one, but it feels okay. I mean, and this, it's nice to have one of the, there's really not that many main heroes left. I mean, they could do like B characters and all kinds of stuff, but for the main cast, there's just not a lot of them left. So Mekaneck, I was so happy to be able to get. And it's amazing, they actually stocked him at Target very easily. So I'm so happy with that. Because, the Rise of Evil 2-pack, for a long time, that took forever to get. And it was like $150 on eBay for a long time, and all that stuff happened to it. But I think Target learned its lesson that everyone was asking for it. And eventually they got too many of them, and they had to put it on sale. So this time, right away, just right off the bat, they got a bunch of these in. So I went to 2 different Targets yesterday, and 2 of them were on the shelf in both stores. So that's really cool. And so, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. But we get this with the Road Ripper. I'm not going to call it whatever they call it, because this is the Road Ripper. I realize they probably lost rights to the name or whatever, but anyway, this feels a lot different. I mean, it looks the same, but it feels a lot different, because as a kid I used to have the Road Ripper, and when I was a kid they had that, well, they call it a Road Ripper because it had like the the little strip that you put in, and then you pull it out and it goes flying, so the wheels could actually, it could fly pretty fast actually. So yeah, but they took that out for this version, so now we got just the vehicle without no, you know, mechanism to make it go. But that's okay. I mean, the Road Ripper, for me, even as a kid, I didn't really like the Road Ripper because of this reason. I'm going to put He-Man in here because I don't know why Mekaneck has to have the Road Ripper. But yeah, so you just take He-Man. This will be the first time I sat a figure down in it, actually. So, does he actually fit into it? Okay, I'm going to knock everybody over here. Okay, well, I guess you got to kind of do like we did in the 80s. Make the hips kind of go out. I don't know. Yeah, he still doesn't. Am I doing it wrong? Maybe do the knees like this or something. God, I guess I don't know. Okay, safety belt, because the Road Ripper really does need a safety belt, because the problem that I have with it is this issue. What's he holding on to? You're just gonna drive down the road hands-free on like this motorcycle type 3-wheel thing, and you're just gonna be like, hey, just throw your hands up, man, you know? That's the problem I've always had with the Road Ripper, is there's just no, there's like, it feels like there should be a handlebar or something. So I just don't know what to think of that. It drives me nuts. I mean, you got all these computers, I guess it drives itself. I don't know. So it just feels weird that the Road Ripper doesn't have like a handle something, but whatever, that's the way it is. But yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess. But this comes off, it's just a little piece in there, and then this thing that I'll never use goes on, and it turns into that. Now that looks more like a, I guess, motorcycle type of thing. Still no handles, but I guess that's, I don't know what this is. Is this a bad guy version of it? So if you buy 2, you can have 1 for Skeletor. I don't know, but just click that on, and this thing, I think it looks cool, and it's actually really shiny. This thing seems shinier than the original version, like from the 80s. I don't remember the Road Ripper being so shiny, but whatever, it's what it is. But yeah, I think it's cool. It rolls really, really well. Even though in my mind, I always think of like on Eternia, what use is the Road Ripper? Because I don't see like freeways and highways there. I always see like rock formations and like deserts and stuff. So I guess in the desert you can drive this thing, because I don't know how he's gonna get anywhere with this thing, because it's not really all-terrain. It seems really low to the ground. You'll probably get stuck on a rock. So I don't know. I just don't see freeways in Eternia. So I guess I'm thinking too far into it. But anyway, it's a cool vehicle. I just kind of wish we didn't have to have the vehicle to have Mekaneck, because this Mekaneck, by the way, he is really cool looking. In person, he really stands out. He really fits the bill and looks great. So I mean Mekaneck isn't really a major, super amazing character, but he's a main character. He's a main character from the main cast, so you have to have Mekaneck. For me, all I'm really waiting for is Mossman and Cyclone to really feel like I completed the main cast. And of course, King Randor, but for some reason he's expensive and you can't really get him online. I don't know what it is with King Randor, but that wave, I got Whiplash from that wave, right? And it was pretty easy to get Whiplash. So I got Whiplash. I figured I'd throw him in here to have a villain against this. But anyway, so I get Whiplash, and King Randor is $34.99. But Whiplash is not. I don't understand what the deal is. So then I go over to Big Bad Toy Store, and on Big Bad Toy Store, King Randor was completely sold out. and I didn't even see a pre-order. So I was like, what is the deal? Is King Randor this rare figure that no one can buy, even though he's part of the wave? I mean, there's 4 figures to this wave, and the only 2 I cared about is King Randor and Whiplash. So I was going to buy both of them, but no, I couldn't. And I haven't looked recently, but the last time I checked was like a week ago or so, and it's still the same crap. So what is the deal? Is there like a limited supply of King Randor for some reason? I don't know. You can comment in the comment section below and give me your thoughts on it, but man, it's really irritating. But yeah, this guy is I just love this guy. I just think he looks really cool. And then this metallic, like the metallic like glasses on this guy, I just think that looks really cool. Now I know the original one had that, but it's like I just in person, Mekaneck just looks really good. I don't know what it is. He just comes off really, maybe it's the red and the blue and the silvers. I don't know. It just looks really heroic, I guess, and he looks really good. And I mean, his face sculpt doesn't look bad either. I mean, it just doesn't look, it looks really good. So all around, this guy looks like a really well done Mekaneck. Everything I wanted in a Mekaneck for the Origins line anyway. So yeah. And like I said, the neck thing, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's just a neck thing. I think they're doing that with Rattler from the Snake Men as well. The same type of thing as this. But I mean, it is kind of cool because, here, let's take this off. Because you can put this on. It's tough to get in there, but anyway, you can put it on, and there we go. Okay, so you put it on there, and you can actually do this. Now, if you had the waist swivel thing, where you had to swivel the waist to get the neck to go up, I don't think you could do this. So, in a sense, it's actually giving you more posability, so you can do more like poses with the character than just the straight up head and looking like that. So now you can actually, you know, kind of give them like a looking over somebody type of thing. So there's a benefit to this, I guess. It's not horrible. So I kind of can see why they wanted to do it this way. I think it's to go cheap, honestly, because they didn't want to make the mechanism for his waist to swivel and make it go up. And plus, I think that would have limited the ability for the head, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. But that would also make it to where you can't take them off at the waist either, I think. So, overall, I think this is a really good figure. I kind of wish I didn't have to pay $32 to get the figure with the Road Ripper. But, you know, it's just kind of one of those things that they threw together. I just don't want to find out that the Battle Ram comes with some figure that I already have or something. You know, I just don't want to have them do something where it's really expensive when they do the Battle Ram and have it be a 2 thing. Unless they have a figure that I really, really want. But yeah. So I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. Whiplash over here. I don't think I ever did review Whiplash. But yeah, the Whiplash is kind of boring, if you ask me. The tail, you can do the tail on him and it kind of moves, whatever, but at least it's filled in here. That's more than I could say for what's coming up for the Snake Men and the Rattler figure, because he's got just lines in here and it looks stupid because it's not filled in. But at least Whiplash, they filled it in, so it looks like an actual tail, basically. But yeah, Whiplash is Whiplash. He just looks like the Whiplash I had as a kid, basically. I mean, just posability, that's the only difference. I mean, so, and I do wish they would have had like the Classics head. I think the Classics, I don't know who, but maybe 2000X. Anyway, the head that they had with that, I wish they could include that with Whiplash, because Whiplash looks cooler with that. I think it's 2000X. The head for 2000X. That Whiplash looks great. But then again, you know, like Mossman, I think the Mossman they're coming out with, I don't like the head on that. I want the head for the 2000X cartoon Mossman or the classics, the calmer, more intelligent looking head for the classics Mossman. That one is one I really would like them to have for the Origins one. But I'm just a fan. What do I know? But leave a comment in the section below and let me know what you think of all this stuff, because it's kind of a cool box set, I guess, to get. It's a really kind of a cool little vehicle figure combination. So yeah. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.